Welcome to Brooke Does Yoga. My name is Brooke. Let's do some yoga. Today we are going to be looking at a different version of the Vinyasa flow sequence, specifically to accommodate for hand and wrist pain. One of the most common complaints or issues or questions that I get from beginning students, but also from students who have been doing yoga for a long time, is that their hands hurt, their wrists hurt. Our hands do so much for us all day, every day. We use them to do everything, but they don't do a lot of weight bearing. And yoga asks them to do a lot of weight bearing. Usually that's our feet's job, yeah? But in yoga, we kind of switch things up. We ask the body to do different things, which is really, really helpful and healthy for the body, but needs some adjusting. And there are a lot of different ways to accommodate for that while we build strength and build flexibility and build the capability in our hands. So one way that we can accommodate for this is during our Vinyasa flow section of the class, and I have a whole video on Vinyasa flow, so if you're unfamiliar, go watch that. But this is sort of a different version to accommodate for weight on the hands. So instead of plank, we can come to a forearm plank. Things to note here, you want your elbows to be pretty square to the body right underneath the shoulders. And one way that we can find what the right distance there is by holding onto our opposite elbows. Generally, that's a pretty good guide. So you'll come down onto all fours, hold your opposite elbows, and then just turn the arms out from there. We might place the palms straight down. If we're still building strength in our shoulder girdle, we can take the hands together, and that's a little bit more support. And then we can lift the knees, maybe there's a plank pose. We can always do a forearm plank with the knees down. Again, for even less weight. And then as we lower down, we'll bring the knees down, bring the tops of the feet to the floor, and come to Sphinx pose. This will be our heart opener in our Vinyasa. Pressing the forearms down nice and strong, rooting down through all 10 fingertips, and then reaching the heart forward, sliding the shoulders down the back. Resting the gaze just a few inches in front of the fingertips so that the back of the neck can stay long, so it's not arched up or tucked down. It's pretty much in line with the spine. And then from here, we can go right back up to our forearm plank. We might go to a modified downward dog, dolphin pose. This is pretty difficult, but we can bend the knees here to make it a little bit easier. Or we can just set the knees down and even do like a forearm version of a puppy dog pose. And with those actions, we are still getting all of the same spinal actions as we would in your traditional Vinyasa. We're getting some extension, we're getting some flexion, so we're getting all of the benefits of that Vinyasa section, but it's a little bit more easily accessible, much, much lighter on the hands and the wrists. And the thing that I like about this version of a modified Vinyasa is that it's still very easy to work into the flow, so that if you're in a Vinyasa class and you're modifying for you, this makes it pretty easy to stay within the flow of the class and get up for your standing poses and still work within that flow. I hope this is helpful to those of you that have any hand and wrist pain. I'll also be doing a video on some stretches and strengthening exercises specifically for hands, wrists, maybe a little bit of shoulders too. If you have suggestions or questions or something that you want me to make a video about, I am happy to do so. Please join me on my website, brookedoesyoga.com, or on Facebook or Instagram. and let me know. I would love to see you there.